This is video number 3 of the Novice Level Speed Check series. Again, I will be reading from the Fort Osage Novice Set number 4, and this is round number 3. I will be reading the last sentence of the toss-ups of this packet, and that is why it is called a speed check. Question number 1. Name this American poet whose 1855 collection is entitled Leaves of Grass. That would be Walt Whitman. Name this Mesoamerican civilization whose mythology and creation story is described in the Popol Vuh. That would be the Maya or Mayan civilization. I could have also accepted Quiche. Name this 1868 event that began when the president attempted to fire Secretary of War Edwin Stanton and ended with a congressional acquittal by just one vote. That would be the impeachment of President Andrew Johnson, and you needed to specify that it was Andrew Johnson. You needed his first name, and you needed the word impeachment, but other than that, a description was acceptable. Name this English composer who composed Pomp and Circumstance. That would be Elgar, Edward Elgar. Toss-up 5. Name this Scandinavian nation which has its capital at Stockholm. That would be Sweden. Name this atheist author and scientist of The God Delusion, The Blind Watchmaker, and The Selfish Gene. That would be Richard Dawkins. Name these indicators of public opinion usually seen in political campaigns. Those would be polls, specifically public opinion polls. I could have also accepted surveys. Name this Middle Eastern nation still led by controversial leader Bashar Assad. That would be Syria. Name this layer of the Earth which forms over 80% of its mass located between the core and the crust. That would be the mantle. Name this Chinese dynasty that came after the Yuan and before the Qing and known for its vases, or vases. That would be the Ming dynasty. Name this U.S. state which contains the Mississippi River Delta and has its capital at Baton Rouge. That would be Louisiana. Name this action that happens in every episode of the hit TV show Timeless. And for this question, a description is acceptable as the answer, and the description they give is altering future events through time travel. I could have accepted time travel that changes the future, anything about future events, really. Toss-up 13. Name this branch of physics concerned with heat and temperature and its relation to energy and work. That would be thermodynamics. Name these entities designed to alleviate a lack of food. Those would be bread lines or soup kitchens. That question didn't really make sense with just the final sentence. Name these entities which Sigmund Freud attempted to interpret in an 1899 book. Those would be dreams. Name this religion one of the youngest in world history which has its base in Punjab, India. That would be Sikhism. Name this American portrait painter who left Paris after painting the portrait of Madame X. That would be Sargent, John Singer Sargent. Name this ancient author of numerous fables such as the tortoise and the hare. That would be Aesop. Name this landform that runs through East Africa and is the location of Africa's Great Lakes. It would be the Great Rift Valley. Toss-up 20. Name this day set as the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November, which will fall on November 6th in 2018. That would be Election Day. Penultimate toss-up. Name this sugar which in some adults does not break down properly and causes stomach discomfort with formula C12H22O11. That would be lactose. And the final toss-up of the packet. Name this author of The Grass Harp and In Cold Blood. That would be Capote, Truman Capote. And thank you for listening.